Welcome in here, race fans, tonight to the I-55 Speedway. Tonight for the long shot sports apparel night here for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League. And boy, is it good to be back because it has been 3 straight weeks of racing here, and it has been absolutely a barn burner for these drivers because, well, it's dirt. Anything goes, anything can happen, that is for sure. We have seen it here with the Upstate Racing League. Tonight, on docket here tonight, though, 4 heat races for our Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Super Dirt Car Series. So the Super Dirt Car Series is up first for our 4 heat races here tonight. 5 drivers will qualify 10 laps the distance. That's what's coming up first here tonight for these drivers. But what's the point standings look like, Roger? I know, race fans. Looking at the point standings coming into the night, Talon Carter is your points championship leader. He has 38 points up over Brian Hacker. Then it's Chris Brown in third. Justin Fuller, he leads the Coach's Corner Championship Challenge also for the drivers that compete on dirt and asphalt. Speedy Brissett is 5th. That's how your championship standings look coming into tonight. But as you can see, our first heat race of the evening is already on the speedway. Our Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 1 will come to the track, and it will look like this. Starting on the front row, he drives the number 11 out of Illinois. This will be Brian Hacker. To the outside of him, it's the youngster, the one-time champion car number 99. That'll be Cole Day. Back in row number 2 here tonight, the Bartel Builders number 1W. It's the wild one, Wade McDuff. And starting back into the 4th spot here tonight, the driver, the Stan RC entry. That'll be Al Smith Jr. out of South Glens Falls, New York. And back into P number 5, the driver out of the Brissett Racing Stables. Car number 15 here tonight, that is Eddie Brissett. Back into the 6th spot, he hails out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. This is the Big Show, Kyle Lesher. Back into the 7th starting spot here tonight, all the way out of Montana. Driving car 00. This is Doug Ungari. Back into the 7th spot. 8th spot will be Scott Austin in the Austin Designs number 5 here tonight. So that'll be your 8-car field here tonight for our Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 1 here tonight. It will be 10 laps the distance. I believe this is the only heat race here tonight that will not have a rookie at all for our Adirondack Picker Rookie of the Year Challenge. Should be next time by when we do go ahead and be able to drop the hammer here tonight for our heat races, brought to us, like I said, by the Super Dirt Car Series. Super Dirt Car Series remains the premier traveling big block modified tour in the nation. They do come down here into the area here in Pennsylvania, actually, so we do get to see them at the Big Diamond Speedway once a year. Always a good time to see the big block modifieds in the area. Well, we're ready to go, I do believe. Let's take a look. We should be getting this one to go signal here tonight. Race fans, thanks for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Heat race number 1, you see him right there. Ready to go. It will be the Carbon Junction Austin Designs number 11 of Brian Hacker. Brand new paint scheme on this car here tonight alongside Cole Day to the outside. Cole Day, of course, a champion here with the series. There you see the number 99 of Cole Day. He'll be to the outside here as we come into the restart zone. The Hanson Starter Shop restart zone is up. We're green flag racing for the first time here in our Super Dirt Car Series heat races. Top 5 cutoff, race fans. That's what you're looking for. The top 5 to get in. Lap number 1 will go to Brian Hacker. Cole Day up against the outside. There is Al Smith also. Smith to the outside. McDuff. Oh, Smith going to go ahead. He's going to bicycle it up into the wall. It looks like that car's going to get stuck. And he will have to, unfortunately, hit the tail of the field. He'll have to come to pit road. So his night will end here in heat race number 1 here tonight at I-55. Eddie Brissett right now with 7 laps to go. He's the driver on the hot seat. The Brissett Racing's entry. Here comes Scott Austin on the outside, trying to make it work. The Austin Designs number 5 entry. High, wide, and handsome. There's Doug Ungari down around the bottom. He was trying to challenge to the bottom side. How low can you go for the 0-0 of Ungari? He'll try to drive off the bottom. Contact with the two that are in the transfer spot. That'll open up the door. Ungari to the bottom. He'll slide in front of the 15. The 15 of Brissett, though, with a crossover attempt. He'll take back the spot. Ungari going to drive it down into the corner. Scott Austin up against the boards. A little contact with him here tonight. Ungari going to go up into the outside wall. It looks like his night may be done here. It looks like he'll have to go to a last chance qualifier. So Brian Hacker still out front with just 4 laps to go. It is Hacker, it is Cole Day, Wayne McDuff. And then it will be Kyle Lesher and Scott Austin. That is how they are all lined up here as they go around the speedway. Popsicle sticks, 2 laps to go here. So with just 2 laps to go here tonight at the I-55 Speedway here in heat race number 1. Come to pick up the white flag here presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. It'll be the white flag this time by Brian Hacker trying to go from green to checker. It'll be his first heat race win of the season. So Hacker will pick up the win. Then it will be Cole Day. And then it will be Wayne McDuff, Kyle Lesher, Scott Austin is how they will come across the line here. So heat race number 1 going to go in the books just like that. So with just already 1 heat race officially in the books here tonight, that means there's another one that will go up on the board. And this is how they will line up here for our second heat race here of the evening, brought to us by the Super Dirt Car Series. Dean Reynolds in the Super Dirt Car Series number 79. The driver out of Syracuse, New York, will take the pole here in heat race number 2. Undefeated so far this season. The driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, driving car number 1. That is Talon Carter. The driver in the 3rd spot here tonight in our second heat race of the evening. That will be the driver out of the Full Throttle Motorsports, number 4 of Scott Rayome. Kelly Doll, the driver out of Canada, driving the car number 86, will start back and forth, while the driver out of Vermont, driving the raised iron tubing number 22, that'll be Dylan Rabtoy. Back into the 6th spot, he's a rookie this season, driving car number 10 out of New York. This will be Bruce Hilton. And starting back there, car 03 out of the Brissett Racing Stables entry. Back into the 7th spot, this is the Speedy Brissett. And all the way out of the Midwest, driving the 2B entry, the Bartel Builders 2B. This is Double B. This is Brett Bartels. That's your starting lineup here for our Super Dirt Car Series Heat Race number 2 here this evening. All the drivers trying to get into the Long Shot Sports Apparel night here at I-55. We've never been here with the Upstate Racing League before. So whoever wins here tonight will take the first ever win. Here we go. 8 drivers, 5 to qualify. Great start by Reynolds. Everybody going to go top shelf here tonight. Brissett down on the bottom. He's down there. Rabtoy also. Rabtoy inside the transfer line right now. Kelly Dahl going to try to go around the outside of the raised iron tubing entry. Not going to be able to. Rabtoy really going to throw it down there into turns 1 and 2. He'll catch a little bit of that inside wall with the right front tire. Rabtoy going to go from 4th to outside. One driver up into the wall. That'll be the number 4, Scott Rayome. Barrel roll, gets the car pointed back into the right direction. We actually stayed green flag racing. Scott Rayome is, well, I didn't know he was the tap dancer of the group, but now we know. That'll put the 2B now of Bartels there on the transfer spot. Rabtoy trying to fight back. There is also the number 10. That is Bruce Hilton back there, car number 10. Everybody just against the boards. Talon Carter has taken the race lead from Dean Reynolds on a slider, and he's just kind of driven off from Reynolds. So Carter just lays it up against the outside wall. Battle for the transfer looks like it has started to cool off. There's Rabtoy. He started to fade a little bit. There's the Bartel Builders 2B. Brett Bartel is currently holding that transfer spot with 4 laps to go. Right on board with the Bartel Builders onboard bar camera with Brett Bartels. Just looks like Rabtoy can't quite actually get there. So coming to get the popsicle sticks, wind them up. Talon Carter trying to stay undefeated, as he has not lost a heat race or a feature event here this season. He'll pick up the Carpenter's Tax Service white flag here, final trip around the speedway. Carter coming in undefeated, and it looks like he will stay undefeated. It'll be Talon Carter, Dean Reynolds, Kelly Dahl, Speedy Brissett, and Brett Bartels, the unofficial top 5 finishers here in our second Super Dirt Car Series heat race this evening. Rabtoy, Hilton, and Riom all going to have to go to a last chance qualifier. That's not where you want to wind up, but that's where they go here as we get ready for our third heat race of the evening. Starting on the front row, he hails out of Crossville, Tennessee. It's the driver of the Long Shot Sports Apparel. Number 98 out the gate, this is Racing Jason Dobbs. To the outside of him, it's the Upstate RC and Hobbies Foxtrot RC Park, number 15 of Ryan Holland. Back into the P number 3, it's the 13G, the Superior Performance Motorsports number 13G, that's Guillaume Fortin. To the outside of him, the driver out of Kokomo, Indiana, it's downtown Chris Brown in the 136 here tonight, and the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, having malfunctions here tonight, the number 40. That is Josiah Millen. It looks like he will take to his grid here tonight, so Josiah Millen will start P number 5. To the outside of him in car number 65, all the way out of Plattsburgh, New York. Driving car number 65, that is Matt LaValle in car 65. Jimmy McIntyre in the Misfit Motorsports Best Colorful Creations number 81 will start back in 7th. And it's the Hamburg Hot Dog himself, Robbie Schaefer, the driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Full Moon Mirage number 97 will start back there. Shotgun to the field. That is your starting lineup here for our third Super Dirt Car Series heat race this evening. Here we come this time. And 10 laps on the board. Dobbs with a great start, but he's got Ryan Holland digging. First lap will go to the number 98, the Long Shot Sports Apparel number 98 of Racing Jason. He's got tonight's sponsor on the car, and he's trying to put it in the show. Big slider by Ryan Holland. Holland to clear the number 98 out the gate, and he'll now take the top spot. He'll lay the right rear up against the outside retaining wall. Here comes Dobbs. Found something down on the bottom. What does the Long Shot himself have here? He won't have it at the line. It'll still be Holland at the line. Holland going to lay it off the boards once again here tonight. Dead heat down the back straightaway. Chris Brown trying to make something work at the line. Dead heat again. I think the scoring transponder going to go to the number 15 of Ryan Holland. But Dobbs is making it work, actually, down on that bottom side while Holland lays it up against the boards here tonight. Chris Brown just trying to find something. 5 laps to go. Watching the battle for the lead. Who is the driver on the transfer? Well, that's the Full Moon Garage, number 97, Robbie Schaefer. Mellon having some problems in car number 40. He has taken it to the infield. He is done here in our Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 3 tonight. Here comes Jimmy McIntyre, though. The Best Colorful Creations, number 81, starting to come back on Robbie Schaefer. Dobbs back to the point. He's getting some good drives off the corner. Oh, into the outside wall. Ryan Holland gonna go into the wall once, twice, 3 times. He'll lose the race lead, and he'll lose the transfer spot. Ryan Holland, with 3 laps to go, gets into the outside wall, trying to run the high side. And now he's on the outside looking in. We'll see if that Showtime Custom Wraps and Graphics, number 15, can get back around. That's Jimmy McIntyre. McIntyre down on the bottom side with 2 laps to go. He does have it, but the white flag is out. It is 1 lap to go, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. Racing Jason trying to get it done here on the final lap. He's got Chris Brown hollering on the outside. Who's it going to be? Dobbs a little slow off the corner. It'll be Dobbs at the line. It'll be Dobbs, Chris Brown, Fortin, Schaefer, and Holland. That's how they come across the line. So Jason Dobbs going to park the Long Shot Sports Apparel car, P1, and he'll lock himself in. That means another heat race is on the way, and this is your Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 4 here tonight. Another 7 drivers will do the battle here tonight, and those 7 drivers look like this. Driver of car number 14, This will be the driver, Tyler Grosscup, the rookie, will start on the front row. It is outside. It is the Coach's Corner Challenge Championship leader, the number 51. That is Justin Fuller. Back into P number 3, then the driver out of New York. Driving car number 9, he's a rookie. That is John McIntyre. And another one of those rookies littered throughout this heat race. That is the driver out of Florida, the Rev Esports number 2T. That is Michael Trevarthen. And the driver hailing from, well, north of the border, driving the R&R Kingsman Auto Salvage number 75. That is Mike Alexander. And the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving the car number 31B, Donald Bennett, will go 6th. And Steven Brissett in car number 59 will round down the field. That is your final starter here, as we're ready to go this time by. It'll be the number 14, Tyler Grosscup, bringing us back to green. 10 laps the distance. And he tries to go straight to the top of the boards. He'll put Fuller up and in. Fuller going to ride the wall. He'll go from the front row to the back row. So Fuller got a little contact there from the 14 of Tyler Grosscup, and now that's going to put Fuller well behind the 8 ball. Top 5 still going to transfer in here. Steven Brissett, who started on the back row, working the bottom side. Here comes Donald Bennett. Bennett with a little bit of a slider. A bang bars with the number 2T of Michael Trevarthen. So Bennett in, Trevarthen out. Here comes Fuller. Fuller now closing in. There's the 2T of Michael Trevarthen. He'll slide to the outside, see if he can find a little moisture up there. He'll have to slot in line behind the number 51. Mike Alexander and Donald Bennett side by side. Bennett working the bottom. Alexander trying to work the slider line to the outside. Bennett will drive on through, a little sideways off the corner that time for Bennett. He's picking up spots, though he's in the show right now. Has to find the groove down on the bottom. He's followed Steven Brissett from the back to inside the show now. And it's Grosscup, McIntyre, Steven Brissett, Donald Bennett. Here comes Justin Fuller once again. Mike Alexander a little bit out of shape back there. He'll lose 2 spots, and he'll fall back to the 7th running position. Mike Alexander making his rookie campaign here with the series this season. Four laps to go already here on our final heat race of the evening. Who will lock themselves in and who will go home? 2 drivers from this heat race will find themselves going to a last chance qualifier. Fuller right now is on the bottom, but he's got a lot of heat. Michael Trevarthen trying to keep that 2T entry really straight. He'll make a little contact with him. Right on board. You're riding on board here with 2T of Michael Trevarthen. Look at him. He's there. Is he going to get baited into going to the middle groove? He will. Trevarthen trying to get the run. He'll have a run to the inside. Not quite there. At the front, though, the white flag is out, and it's the final time. Oh, big mistake there. John McIntyre in car number 9 made a mistake. Here comes Steven Brissett. The final corner here, though, will go to Tyler Grosscup. It'll be Steven Brissett, Donald Bennett. And Mike Alexander going to come through there on the outside. So Mike Alexander, we missed what happened there. Michael Trevarthen got into it, I do believe. Take a look here. Well, Michael Trevarthen just loses it on his own. And then, well, Mike Alexander was just able to sneak around the number 51 of Justin Fuller. That means he'll have to go to the last chance qualifier. And that last chance qualifier is on the way right now. Starting on the front row here in our last chance qualifier, it's the last chance to get into the big dance for the Long Shot Sports Apparel night here for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series. And that driver that will start on the front row, he's car number 15 of Eddie Brissett, the tap dancer himself. Starting in car number 22, it's the driver out of Swanton, Vermont, the raised iron tubing entry. That'll be Dylan Rabtoy. He'll start second. Jimmy McIntyre, the Misfit Motorsport Best Colorful Creations, number 81, will start third, while Justin Fuller, the driver out of Greenville, New York, and car number 51, the Aftermath Motorsports driver, he'll start fourth. The 00 of Doug Ungari will go back into the 5th starting spot here tonight, while Bruce Hilton, car number 10, will start 6th. Matt LaValle in car number 65 will start 7th. Michael Trevarthen will go 8th. Al Smith Jr. in car number 96 will start 9th. Scott Riome in car number 4 will go 10th. Josiah Millen in car number 40 will start shotgun here tonight in our last chance qualifier. 15 laps the distance for our last chance qualifier here tonight. Just got tweeted at from the driver of the 31B. Donald Bennett says he is pumped not having to go to the last chance qualifier here at I-55. He's excited to get the Long Shot Sports Apparel feature started here tonight, but we first got to get through the last chance qualifier. Who will be joining him as the beasts come alive here in the last chance qualifier? One driver up into the wall. That was the number 51 of Justin Fuller. Everybody battling. It is just the top 4 drivers. Lap 1 in the books. Oh, and mayhem on the front straightaway. A couple cars getting together. I believe that was Matt LaValle, Bruce Hilton, Scott Riome, and the number 40 of Josiah Millen. So first lap, first caution. Take a look here. They all come together back here right behind the number 65 of Matt LaValle. Got a little crossed up and got tagged. There's the 10 of Hilton. Al Smith Jr. just barely being able to get through there. Right on board with Al Smith with the Bartel Builders onboard camera. He was down low. Talk about the seas parting for Al Smith. Watch the seas not part for the 40. Millen trying to work around this. Also, remember, he started out back here tonight. Right there. So called a 4-car, a little bit of a tango out here as we get ready to come back green flag racing. Green flag back out, actually, and right there, the 15 of Ed Brissett will take the race lead right off the jump here. Top 4 to qualify. Brissett, Fuller, Ungari, and there is Rabtoy to the outside. They are in right now, but boy, that can change in a hurry because here comes Scott Riome. Here comes Michael Trevarthen. Here comes Millen. They are 3 wide for 2 rows. Ungari going to bounce it off the outside retaining wall. Everybody trying to find a groove that's going to work for their car right now here in this last chance qualifier. Millen going to slide up in front of the 50, or that's the 81 there. A little battle back here, though. That outside lane working for the 51 of Justin Fuller. Inside lane for Ed Brissett not working as much. There's Doug Ungari. He's to the outside. He's trying to advance his position. He'll get around the 15 of Eddie Brissett. Rabtoy now saw what those 2 drivers just did to get around the 15. Does he go to the outside? He's running about, well, not quite as high as the other 2, but he's trying to get there. Michael Trevarthen down around the bottom. He's trying to find a way through himself. Millen right there trying to slide in there. Riome backpedaling here. 8 to go this time by at the line. It'll be 7 to go. Oh, Eddie Brissett sideways. Now they're going to make it 3 wide. Scotty Riome going to go to the outside. And oh, they're almost 4 wide racing. They were just about 4 wide as Millen into the back of the 2, into the back of the 15. Everybody going to gather it up, but 6 laps to go here. Top 4 going to the show. Right now it's Fuller, Ungari, Riome, and Rabtoy. Rabtoy, then Riome. Riome's on the bubble. He doesn't want to have anything happen right now. Scott Riome, look out the back here. The Bartel Builders onboard camera. Millen's going to slap it off the wall. Just got up over the cushion. Scotty Riome, everybody is coming for the back of you right now. You got to go. Justin Fuller does not have anybody in his back mirror right now. But there's the battle. Al Smith right now outside. Also, Boss Man outside the cut line. He's trying to hold the outside. 3 to go at the line. Top 4 to advance. Everybody else going to have to go home tonight. Hilton and LaValle look like they have called it an evening here tonight. So that final transfer spot, Scott Riome has it. 2 to go. Popsicle sticks up here tonight. It's going to be a long shot for these drivers coming from a last chance qualifier here, but you need to have a chance. Get in the dances. Oh, the caution lights are on. Caution lights are on here as they were coming to get the white flag. Looks like the 15 of Eddie Brissett possibly having some issues. Oh, Ed Brissett got the right front into the wall. The car spun around. And that's what triggers the caution flag here tonight. Unfortunately, these drivers that thought they were locked in are now going to have to go and battle to get in to the dance. So we'll see which one of these drivers are able to hold onto their spots right now. It is going to be Justin Fuller, Doug Ungari, and it will be a single file restart. So remember, race fans, it'll be the top 4 drivers here coming in to the Long Shot Apparel Sports Night. Long Shot Sports Apparel Night here at I-55. I'll get it right. Green flag up. Green flag's up. White flag's out. Final trip. Top 4. Scott Riome still the car that's on the bubble. Millen trying to work it. He'll work the middle groove here. Can he get in front? At the line, it'll be Fuller. Ungari, Rabtoy, final spot. Will go to the 40 of Millen. Him and Scott Riome battle down that straightaway, but it will go to the 40 of Millen. So, boy, look at that. Justin Fuller having to come all the way from that last chance qualifier. So, Justin Fuller we'll have a lot of work here tonight to come out of the last chance qualifier. Let's take a quick look at the results there, because that was a quick one. Take a look here. That is the last chance qualifier. Top 4 advance. So Scott Riome, Al Smith Jr., Michael Trevorthan, Jimmy McIntyre, all going home tonight with Eddie Brissett, Bruce Hilton, and Matthew Lally. So a lot of good cars there tonight, not making it here tonight for our Long Shot Sports Apparel Night here at I-55. We're taking a quick step away here from the I-55 Speedway. We'll be back with your feature event brought to us by Long Shot Sports Apparel.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and their rackets regular, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof
Welcome back here, race fans, to the I-55 Speedway here tonight for the Long Shot Sports Apparel Night for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series. All the heat races are in the books. The last chance qualifier is in the books, and we have standing by with us the driver that picked up that last chance qualifier win here tonight. Fuller, a good starting spot in your heat, unfortunately negated down in turn one, and then you had to go to that last chance qualifier. What were you thinking having to come through the last chance qualifier?
Actually, I wasn't too happy about the incident they're having in turn one, but it is what it is. It's racing. Just happy we were able to transfer through the LCQ, and now we got a long 50 laps, a lot of work to do, and hopefully we can at least get to the top 5 or at least the top 10. Hopefully, I don't know where I'm starting here. Deep in the field.
I think it's about 20th here tonight. You're going to start. How hard is it going to be to work through the field here at I-55?
It's probably going to be pretty tough. It seems to be pretty top line dominant when the track burns out. So. We'll see. Gonna try and go where the cars aren't, the path of least resistance.
Well, that's the name of the game here. Fuller will have to come from deep into the field. He will get ready now here tonight. So we wish Fuller good luck as he'll have to start all the way back into the 20th starting position, as it looks like it is just about time to hit the grid here tonight. Top 8 drivers will take the invert here tonight, so it will be car number 9 of John McIntyre. John in car number 9 will start P number 1. It has outside, then it'll be Chris Brown of the 136. It'll be the number 79, the driver out of Syracuse, New York, the Super Dirt Car Series, number 79 of Dean Reynolds. That'll be Cole Dane, car number 99. Tyler Grosscup in car number 14 will start next. Then back into the 6th position here tonight, it'll be the 98 of Racing Jason Dobbs, and it'll be Talon Carter, and starting back into the 8th spot then will be Brian Hacker. Your regularly scheduled order then will look like this. Driver of the 1W of Wayne McDuff will go 9th. Kelly Dahl in car number 86 will start back in 10th. 11th then will be the 13G of Guillaume Fortin. Stephen Brissett in car number 59 will start 12th. 13th will be the big show, Kyle Lesher out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Then it'll be the 03 of Speedy Brissett. He'll start 14th. 15th then will go to the driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, driving the number 79. It's the Hamburg Hot Dog, Robbie Schaefer. Donald Bennett and the 31B out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania will start in the 16th starting spot. Scott Austin in the Austin Designs number 5 will start back at 17th. Brett Bartels in the 2B entry in the Bartel Builders car will start 18th. And Ryan Holland back in 19th. 20th will go to actually Mike Alexander. Justin Fuller will start one spot behind him. That is going to be the 21st starting spot here tonight. Doug Ungari back in 22nd. 23rd then will go to the driver of car number 40 of Josiah Millen, and Dylan Rabtoy will start back in 25th. The alternate was car number 4 of Scotty Rayome. Does not look like Scott Rayome will take the top spot, or to take to the grid here tonight. So that's your starting lineup here tonight for our Long Shot Sports Apparel Night here at I-55. Are you looking to get any merchandise done, race fans? Well, Long Shot Sports Apparel in Crossville, Tennessee has you covered. They can make it. If you can think it, they can design it, they can make it for you. Put it on a shirt, a jersey, a sweatshirt, anything you need. Head on over to Long Shot Sports Apparel today and tell them your friends at the Upstate Racing League have sent you to get some of your iRacing gear made by them. So, a couple laps here to make sure the field is squared away, and then we will get ready to turn the beast loose here tonight. There's your front row. Chris Brown to the outside, and John McIntyre. We'll start on the front row here tonight. Then it'll be Dean Reynolds, Cole Day, Tyler Grosscup, Jason Dobbs back there in 6th, Talon Carter, and Brian Hacker. Pace truck is in. We're ready to light the fire here tonight. The Long Shot Sports Apparel Night at the I-55 Speedway is Green Flag Racing. Good start by the race leader of John McIntyre. Not such a good start by Chris Brown. Lap 1, John McIntyre out in front of Dean Reynolds by about 4 or 5 car lengths right now here, as Reynolds now will slot himself into 2nd. Cole Day is going to lose a couple. Here comes Tyler Grosscup. Look to the outside. There is racing Jason Dobbs. Dobbs and Talon Carter side by side. They got Brian Hacker kind of pinned in back there. Couple of your heat race winners here battling. Grosscup, Carter, Dobbs, and Hacker. They all picked up one of those Super Dirt Car Series heat race wins, and they're all just buried back into the field due to that invert. The invert was 8 here tonight. 3 wide racing, Guillaume Fortin down to the bottom side. 2 of the Brissett Racing entries. That's Steven and Speedy Brissett were up to the outside. Look at Robbie Schaefer back here. Kyle Lesher's back here also. 5 laps this time by. Going to go into the books. Here comes Dean Reynolds. That's because John McIntyre got a little piece of the inside wall. And here comes the whole field when they get stacked up like that. Caution lights. Caution lights for the first time here tonight. Kelly Dahl, the driver out of Canada, in car number 86. Looks like he has knocked the rear end out of car number 86. Take a look. Watch the white-black number 86. He was running in the 11th position. Just tags the wall and yikes. It's a scary feeling flipping down the front straightaway. As the car did rest back on the wheels, unfortunately, something very broken in the rear end of that car. Right on board with the Bartel Builders onboard camera here, mounted on the number 86. Right there. Lucky nobody got into him as he was upside down, but nonetheless, the car's still very broken. So that means a restart's coming. Come into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone here tonight. Hanson Starter Shop's been in business for over 30 years, serving the upstate area with alternator generators, repairs, and starters. And of course, they carry new ones if, well, they just can't fix it. Dean Reynolds will come back to the loud pedal first. Green flag up. Chris Brown, another not such a good start for the 136 of Chris Brown. Here comes John McIntyre. McIntyre is holding that number 9 down to the bottom side here. The outside just seems to be the way to go. Dobbs going to slap the outside wall down the straightaway in car number 98. Slapping the long shot Sports Apparel 98 off the outside wall. Caution lights coming on again. This time, I think that's going to involve Ryan Holland possibly, as that car is turned around. We'll have to wait and see. It is going to involve Ryan Holland. He was the car that was turned around. He tries to get to the inside of Bartel's, and then unfortunately gets tangled up. Donald Bennett, Doug Ungari, nowhere to go, but oh boy, look at the 15. He took a little bit of a crazy ride, and oh, the rear end knocked out of that car. On board with the Bartel Builders onboard camera with Doug Ungari. See Bennett also going to get a little piece of it. Ungari was able to keep going, but there you see the 15 of Holland just kind of stuck. So the Super Dirt Car Series number 79, the Bicknell Racing Performance entry is still out front here tonight. Dean Reynolds leading the field back to green. With Dean Reynolds out front, McIntyre still on the bottom. Here comes Talon Carter, a 2-time winner this season. He's trying to come up to the front of the field. Following the 99 at Cold Day, Carter going to go down to the bottom there, try and run that middle line. Looks like it has a little bit of grip. Now he'll go to the bottom. Will he be able to slide up in front of the 99 at Cold Day? He will not. Trouble for a couple drivers in the mid-pack. Brian Hacker looked like he had a little issue. Caution lights coming on. 2B of Brett Bartel's turned around there on the back straightaway. Waiting for everybody to clear past him so he can get turned back around. Be easy, young man. Here we go. Let's watch it back. Watch the 2B of Bartel's. Everybody got stacked up there. Oh, and Rabtoy and Bennett made a little contact, and as Bartel's trying to go to the outside, he went sliding around. On board with the drone camera following the 2B of Bartel's here. Everybody just trying to get back to the power And everybody slides up the speedway. So unfortunately, Bartel's going to have to tag the back of the field here now. 10 laps completed here tonight in our Long Shot Sports Apparel night here at the I-55 Speedway for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series. We got to thank Long Shot Sports Apparel for coming on board here tonight. Locally owned and operated business down there in Crossville, Tennessee. They got 50 shirts to 5,000 shirts. They have you covered from hoodies to polos. They have it all. As they can build you your iRacing swag setup. Back to Green Flag Racing here as the Hanson Starter Shop Green Flag has come back out. It's Reynolds. Now it's Day because Chris Brown has not got good restarts here all night long. Talon Carter down to the bottom side along with John McIntyre. They're come to complete another lap here. Carter is trying to pick up spots here tonight as he had to start way deep into the, almost on the tail of the top 10 because of the invert. Look at the Hornets' nest back here is what they call it. Crow's Cup, Hacker, both Brissett's, Wade McDuff, and Hacker gonna slot that left front tire on the back bars there on Wade McDuff. It stopped spinning for a moment. These two drivers have a little bit of a rivalry as they almost make a little contact that time. They may have there with Gross Cup coming down just a little bit. Look at them as they're 3 wide. John McIntyre right there, number 9, fading backwards here. Try to find a hole if there is one. Hacker making that middle lane work. I didn't think the middle was going to work. John McIntyre going to slide up in front of Hacker. Hacker's going to have to slide up in front of the 0-3 of Speedy Brissett. Oh, the 1W of McDuff playing taps on the back of the 9 of John McIntyre. Now it's going to be the 97. Guillaume Fortin sideways. Kyle Lesher sideways. 3 wide. Bumping, banging. Still going at it. Sideways for the 40. Sideways for the 5. Traffic jam here at I-55. And everybody keeps it going. Look at that. The drivers were rubbing, and that is racing. But boy, was that one close. Battle for second, though. Here comes Talon Carter. Cole Day right there. Also, Day going to keep it wound up to the outside. He's following the 79 of Dean Reynolds. Carter will go down to the bottom side once again. This time he doesn't try to slide up the speedway, and he got a good bite. Cole Day that time did not get bite off the corner. This time, Carter down on 3 and 4. Not going to be able to get it done. See what he does down on this end. Top 3 have pulled away a little bit from Chris Brown. Someone up into the wall. That's the 13G. That's also Speedy Brissett. Brissett was up against the outside wall. He was riding on the wall there. John McIntyre also. Now there's problems. Doug Ungari, the 00 has been turned around. Right in front of the leaders. Cole Day going to slide in and just miss that sitting park 00. Well, there was about 20 wrecks in the last 5 laps, and well, we finally got one to bring out a yellow. Let's watch it back. Ungari, there's Brissett. There's Guillaume. We talked about the car. Oh, Guillaume was into the back of the 00. Going to turn the 00 around. Kyle Lesher comes to a rest. Right in front of the race leaders. Right on board this 00. And there's the race leaders. Look at Cole Day. He comes slide and miss. Coming in. Oh, nope. Next time by. Somebody was not quite lined up. The field was doubled up, ready to go, but one driver out of line. They will find a home. And now the lights on the iRacing.com Silverado Pace Truck are out. Nope. Boss man says we are not ready. So the field looks like it should be set. Dean Reynolds, Cole Day, Talon Carter, Chris Brown, Racing Jason. Then it's Brian Hacker, Robbie Schaefer, Tyler Groscup, Speedy Brissett, John McIntyre. Is how they look like they should be set up from up top here. Or see if the field, or if the race control here tonight gives us the field the green flag this time by. As I do believe we will come into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone this time by. Dean Reynolds has led them all here tonight. He'll fire it back off. We're closing in on halfway, just 2 laps away from halfway. Reynolds goes back to the top. Talon Carter going to stay down low. Cole Day also to the top shelf. Robbie Schaefer working down low. That car looked a little tight that time at 3 and 4. Everybody minding their P's and Q's. Still the battle there for that second. Well, the lead all the way through 4th because they are still stacked up 2 by 2. Talon Carter pressuring for the race lead. Here comes Chris Brown from downtown also. Under halfway to go, new race leader Talon Carter will take the race lead. Chris Brown trying to slide up in front of Dean Reynolds. Not going to be able to. There'll be 3 wide into turn 3. Cole Day on the bottom side. Reynolds still up top. Now Chris Brown is going to be able to clear the number 79 dirt car entry. Will Cole Day be able to get there? Here is Brian Hacker. Now that caution flag helped him. He is now in the hunt here inside the top 5. 22 to go. Cole Day will take the spot from Dean Reynolds. And a little contact there. Here comes Brian Hacker here tonight. He says, excuse me. Brian Hacker will take the spot, but the 5th caution flag here tonight will fly. We'll see if that pass will stick, as it will not. Mike Alexander, though, car number 75, has brought the caution flag out, and he has pulled it directly to the infield. 75 of Alexander running right around the 15th spot. Got into the outside wall, and then bam! That was the 2B, I think, of Bartel's, who also got involved in that with nowhere to go. Watch it come off the corner. Oh, yeah, Alexander just catching the wall. Bartel's nowhere to go, and that is a heavy impact for the 75 of Mike Alexander, who was left looking like an upside-down turtle. Watch it again. Unfortunate for Mike Alexander, he is an Asphalt Series champion trying to compete here on dirt for the first time. Quick caution flag, Talon Carter. Oh, Cole Day going to get a good start, but not Chris Brown. Every time Chris Brown has started on the front row here tonight, it has dropped him positions, and it will drop him another one. Cole Day now getting around him. He'll slot into 2nd, as it will be Dean Reynolds looking to the inside. Not going to be able to get Chris Brown, though, so it'll go 20 laps to go. It'll be Carter, it'll be Day, it'll be Brown, Reynolds, Hacker. Robbie Schaefer, the biggest mover and shaker here tonight, inside the top 10, trying to get inside the top 5. That'll be double-digit spots gained here tonight for the Hamburg Hot Dog of Robbie Schaefer. That Full Moon Garage entry looking very solid. He'll pick off Brian Hacker, and he'll see if he can keep going. Here comes racing Jason Dobbs in the Long Shot Sports Apparel. Driver out of Crossville, Tennessee. Caution lights. Caution lights as one car up against the outside wall there. That was the 40 of Millen. Looks like he'll get going again. Millen down on the bottom. From the top shelf to the bottom shelf goes the 59 of Stephen Brissett. right on board with Millen. Well, a little late there from the camera guy. Let's see if we can get that. Rabtoy also involved as he had nowhere to go. Getting ready, it's still going to be Talon Carter out front. He has not lost a race all season long. Good start by Carter there as the 99 Nicole Day tried to bait him into going. Here comes Chris Brown. Look at Robbie Schaefer trying to take a bid to the inside there. Schaefer tried to take a bid to the inside on the number 79 dirt car entry of Dean Reynolds. Was not able to. Reynolds and Day going to make a little contact. Cole Day going to get drove into. Caution lights are on, and this is going to be a big one down here in the corner. A lot of drivers stacked up in this. The 99, there's the 2B, Justin Fuller. The 14, Tyler Groscup, also involved as the caution lights will come out. Let's watch this one. This one's going to take a couple times of us watching. Look at the 99 to the outside, and him and Reynolds make contact going into one. The track just clogs up. I think everybody's going to get a little contact from that one. Ride with Robbie Schaefer. He got turned around and had some help from Brian Hacker to get pointed back into the right direction. Hammered back into it, kept on going. Just look how it clogs up. Donald Bennett involved, Justin Fuller involved. As quick back to green flag actually racing here tonight. Talon Carter with another great start here at I-55. So it's Carter, it's Brown, it's Reynolds, it's Schaefer. Here comes Dobbs now. That long shot sports apparel number 98 trying to keep it clean here tonight. One driver to come to the infield. That was the 59 of Stephen Brissett. Look at Dobbs, brand new paint, trying to get to the outside here. He's been practicing all week for this moment to try and get on the podium here tonight. Closing in on 10 laps to go and some battles back here. Bennett and that 31B and the 22 of Dylan Rabtoy. They've been kind of locked together all night long here at I-55. Can't seem to get away from each other. The raised iron tubing, number 22 of Dylan Rabtoy trying to work the bottom side. Doug Ungari, where did he come from? He's back into the mix. Rabtoy going to slide. Oh, big problems. Big problems on the front straightaway. Dobbs in the number 98 getting turned around, unfortunately. I think that was the 5 of Scott Austin. He was being scored back into the 18th position. Not sure what happened to Scott Austin. Watch this back. Oh, there goes the 97, and I have to watch that one back again. Watch from high atop here. Dobbs gets a little bit of a right rear. That car gets upset, and there's where the 5 of Scott Austin was, right behind him. Unfortunately, going to get pulled into that wreck. Doug Ungari also pulled into that wreck. Perfect shot from our Bartel Builders blimp camera here tonight. Lights are out on the iRacing.com safety truck. It does look like Race Control has called single file here. Under 10 laps to go, everybody will go into single file formation, so they will all chase Talon Carter here. It's the starter shop. Green flag is back into the air. Under 10 laps to go. Dean Reynolds still sitting there trying to take that spot away from Chris Brown if he can. Brown that time, it's the best restart he has had all night long for Chris Brown. Coming to get 6 to go. It'll be Carter, Brown, Reynolds, Schaefer, Hacker, Brissett, Bennett, Rabtoy, Lesher, and Justin Fuller. Remember the last chance qualifier winner? Nothing has changed out front. Still going to be that number 1, Talon Carter, out front. But look at Chris Brown coming in hard into turn 3. 4 to go. Does Chris Brown have anything for the driver out in front of him? It's now or never if you're Chris Brown, the driver out of Kokomo, Indiana. 3 to go. The popsicle sticks are about to wind it up. He is still within striking distance. Carter going to go to the bottom side here. Popsicle sticks wound up. Flash. 2 to go. Just 2 laps remaining here tonight. Brown going to drive it in on the bottom. See if he can get any closer. He will not. White flag is up here tonight at I-55. The Carpenter's Tax Service. White flag is flying here tonight for the Long Shot Sports Apparel night. And out of turn 4 for the final time, it'll be Talon Carter picking up his 4th consecutive win. It'll be Carter, it'll be Brown, Reynolds, Schaefer, Hacker, Speedy Brissett, Justin Fuller, Dylan Rabtoy, Kyle Lesher, Tyler Grosscup coming across the line. That's your unofficial top 10 here tonight. As there's your winner, Talon Carter, down to the inside. He'll get to talk to us after this, so race fans, don't go anywhere. Your post-race show coming up with those 3 competitors you see on your screen right there. They're going to get a word in with us.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, tonight to the I-55 Speedway for the Long Shot Sports Apparel night here for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by Upstate Racing. A heck of a good one, if I must say, here for the first time ever for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series ever coming here to I-55. Heat races, last chance qualifier, and that feature were absolutely crazy here tonight. As we have caught up with your top 3 competitors, let's take you down trackside and talk to the driver of car number 1 here tonight. Talon Carter, you make it 4 in a row here for yourself with these big block modifieds.
Yeah, it's pretty unreal. Chris was really good there through the middle, in the middle of the portion, and he just kind of showed me his nose, and I could hear him behind me there, and I kind of just moved around. This track it can get real racy with the top or bottom, and sometimes it just can lock down right through the middle, and that's what it did here tonight.
Well, with it locking like that, how hard is it then to start to make moves? I mean, you took that race lead with, just about halfway left in this one. How hard was it to take that top spot?
I wouldn't say it was terribly hard. It was just early on when the track was fast and trying to get through cars. With the invert, I'd start 7th there, so put me back a little bit, and just had to work my way and just keep my nose clean.
You were able to keep it clean here tonight, Talon, so the red carpet rolls out for the 4th time here this season. You will carry that points lead, but who do you got to thank back home?
Yeah, I gotta thank Grand Central Tap Room, Kutztown Printing, Dave Gift, Cantor's Tire Service, Lucky 13, Tattoos and Piercings, Smiles for Miles Photography, Nitro Bar, Matty Pearl Band, Gessie Chiropractic, KB Motors Incorporated, Christmas Meats, Green and Walt Plumbing, Kelly Spade Road, Turf Cal Williams, Platinum Realty, Levan Machine Truck Equipment, and Deca Batteries, you for the broadcast, and Al for hosting the league.
There you hear it. He's the championship leader coming into the night. He'll make it 4 in a row here for the youngster Talon Carter. So he wins tonight's first ever race here at the I-55 Speedway. Driver that will finish behind him, Chris Brown. A great race for you here tonight, but those restarts sure seem to eat you up.
Yeah, I was sucking at those things tonight for some reason. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I definitely wasn't doing the right thing.
So those restarts, the car just wasn't firing off. You were going backwards. How hard was it then to gain those spots back? Because Reynolds and Day and Carter was there. Schaefer and Hacker beating down on the back bars.
Yeah, once the middle came in, it was pretty easy to get back up there. I thought I had a shot at Talon there, but I showed him my nose a little bit too soon, and he figured it out and did a good job blocking those last few laps.
Well, with him able to block it on those last few laps, were you hoping that maybe a late race caution was coming out and you could throw some kind of haymaker at him one time?
I mean, it would have been nice to have that, but I don't think I was going to have anything for him on the restarts because I was sucking real bad on those tonight.
Well, you were able to stop sucking for just a little bit anyway, in your words. So you finished 2nd here tonight. A great run for the 136. It looks like you should be able to hold on to that 2nd in the points standings. Or actually, you're going to jump over Hacker to hold 2nd here, I should say, leaving here tonight at the I-55 Speedway. What do you think about, Cedar Lake next week?
I'm not real good at Cedar Lake. It's been a while since I've raced there, so I'll have to do some practice laps this week and get reacquainted with the racetrack, but I think I'll probably end up with another good run next week if I can keep myself out of trouble.
Well, let's hope you can keep yourself out of trouble because I know there's people on the side of this car that help you out.
Yeah, Whiteout Performance, my brother-in-law's company down in Kansas. Kristen Jones Boudoir, Neon Temple, Weird Solutions, and thanks to my wife for letting me race.
There you hear it. Chris Brown, the driver out of Kokomo, Indiana. He will finish here tonight in P number 2 after a very hard battle with Talon Carter and Dean Reynolds. And also standing by here with us is the driver of the Super Dirt Car Series number 79. Dean, a great run for you here. That car, though, has some battle wounds after this one.
Well, actually, it wasn't a bad race. I know me and Cole got together there, and Cole's a clean racer, and I try to race clean. I looked at the replay; it looked like it was a racing deal, but I'm going to go back on the replay. If I told Al if it was my fault, I apologize, but I think it was just racing. And Cole's a clean driver. The last thing I want to do to Cole is spin him out or anything like that. But no, I actually thought the race up front was really good. Talon got me there on the bottom in the middle there, and then Chris got me as well, and then Cole got me, and I go, well, I guess the top's not where I need to be anymore.
Well, that top lane did come in a little bit later on for a couple of these drivers because they were able to make up a lot of spots behind you. Did you see all those drivers coming? Robbie Schaefer, Brian Hacker, Speed Brissett, and Justin Fuller was also started to reel back in this top 3.
I didn't see him coming because I don't look in my mirror. The only time I look in the mirror is when they pull a slider. But Scotty Rion was spotting for me, and he told me to move up a lane. The bottom was starting to go away, and that middle to the top was coming. And I was following. I saw Talon and Chris go up there as well, and I said that looks like that middle top is coming in now. And then I didn't know if the top was going to come in, but I wasn't going to go up there. I wasn't going to hit that wall and come on now. I'll take a third behind Talon and Chris any day. So I'm going to take that third and just bring it home.
So you bring it home third. You want to stay away from the wall here tonight at I-55. I understand that. But next week, we head to Cedar Lake, and it's pretty much flirting with disaster and dancing with the devil up against the boards.
Especially in turns 1 and 2. Usually later on, that's going to be the only lane that comes in at Cedar Lake is way up in 1 and 2, and I can run a 358 good there, but a big block, it's going to be sketchy for me to run up there. So, but we'll give it a shot. I think we got some speed. I was running 4th last week, and then Josiah and Justin got together a little bit, and just was a victim circumstance. But anytime you got Chris and Talon and Cole and these guys, anytime you get in the podium and talk to you, Roger, that's all I need. That's all I want.
That's all he wanted, race fans. But hey, a great run here tonight. It's really going to bolster you up into the point standings because I believe you missed a race, if I'm not mistaken, because of those darn Buffalo Bills.
I'm going to miss that, and I talked to Alan. I guess there's 2 drops, and I'm going to miss another one because of Florida. So I got to go down to Florida, so I'm going to miss 2. So that's where last week hurt. I was hoping for a top 5 in points, and I wound up 15th. So because I think my 2 drops are going to be 2 races I can't be at, but you know what? If I can get a top 10 in points with this league, with how many cars they have, that would be kind of cool.
Absolutely. It's stacked from the top to all the way to the bottom, and you were able to come towards the top here tonight in 3rd place for yourself, Dean. So who do you got to thank back home in Syracuse, and who's on the side of this brightly shiny number 79?
Well, I got to thank Brian Lawson for this new wrap. This is the first car that this race has run, so it's really cool. He did some chrome for me, so that was cool. Got to thank the guys at Full Throttle Motorsports. I got more speed than I did last year because those guys really helped me out quite a bit. I got to thank as you say, the Brissett Racing Stables for allowing me in their Discord, and we spot for each other. That's pretty good. But and I also got to thank Al for a great league. I really enjoy this league. I enjoy being a sponsor in this league. And then thank the Bartel Builders for sponsoring the entire league. Thanks to the other sponsors for the nightly sponsorships. And Roger, thanks to you for one of the best telecasts in iRacing.
There you hear it, the driver out of Syracuse, New York. He drives the Super Dirt Car Series number 79. That is Dean Reynolds. He battled inside the top 3 all evening long. He will bring that home third and rounding down the podium. So you heard it, though. Talon Carter picks up his 4th win of the season, picks up right where he left off last season and last week, and that was out front. Chris Brown has another great run. He'll finish 2nd, and Dean Reynolds. The driver that will pick up, 11 spots here tonight, the driver of car number 79, Robbie Schaefer, will finish 4th. It'll be Brian Hacker back into the 5th spot. Speedy Brissett will finish 6th, and 7th will go to the number 51 of Justin Fuller. Dylan Rabtoy in car number 22, he picks up the most spots here tonight. That was a 15-plus gain for Rabtoy. He'll finish into the 8th spot. Kyle Lesher will finish car number 13 there into the 9th spot, and Tyler Groscup in car number 14 will finish into the 10th spot. That's your unofficial top 10 as we get ready to leave the I-55 Speedway. Where do we go next since this one's all wrapped up here? Well, we head to Cedar Lake. It'll be the Foxtrot RC Park night at the Cedar Lake Speedway. It'll be the 2nd time ever the Upstate Racing League has ever gone to Cedar Lake. So who will be able to, put their name into the record book? We always like to talk about those records. Who will be able to do it next week? Because tonight it was Talon Carter picking up the Longshot Sports Apparel night here as he picked up his 4th win of the season and his first career win here at I-55. The Big Block Modifieds, they will be back next week. That's right, we just told you, at Cedar Lake. What's on the docket next, though? Well, the Best Colorful Creations Pro Series is back this week. We will actually head to the Langley Speedway on the 14th here, as we will go there for Best Colorful Creations for 125 on the asphalt side of things. That's Wednesday night when the Best Colorful Creations Pro Series hits the track for the Upstate Racing League. But the Bartel Builders Big Block Series will be back the next Sunday night at Cedar Lake. So for everybody at the Upstate Racing League, Bartel Builders, Long Shot Sports Apparel, and all of us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's show here from the virtual I-55 Speedway. Talon Carter picks up the win. So race fans, we hope you enjoyed it, and until we see you next time, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in turn 3.